You are listening to Book Clips, a mini podcast where authors and narrators introduce you to lesbian fiction. You can find a buy link and more information about this book in the show notes. Enjoy!
This is KD Williamson doing a reading from my latest work, Pink. It's staring at me. I don't think I can eat something with eyes. Shawn poked her dinner with a fork. Veda groaned. For fuck's sake, turn it around then or pull the eyes off. I refuse to let you waste good crawfish. Whatever. I can't believe you thought I'd eat this. Have you even bothered to taste it? No. You spent 20 minutes bitching about it. It looks like a giant bug. Shawn held up a large crawfish with her thumb and forefinger and dangled it over her plate. Veda stared at her from across the table. It was covered in newspaper, and on top was a huge bowl filled with crawfish, smoked sausage, corn, and potatoes. Well, that's why they call them mud bugs, you ask. They got them from the mud? People are starting to stare, and now isn't the time for you to play 20 questions, Veda hissed. Shawn looked up and around. Sure enough, they were. Listen, Dina's is no slouch. It's a well-known spot in Metairie for seafood. Forget about what it is and follow my lead. Try something new. Sighing, Shawn nodded. She watched as Veda ripped off the crawfish tail and peeled it open. It took her a minute to do it herself, but when she was done, Shawn held a little strip of red and white tinged meat in her fingers. She closed her eyes and popped it into her mouth. It wasn't bad at all. Spicy, lemony, and salty. Okay, it's... Horrified, Shawn watched helplessly as Veda brought the remainder of the crawfish body to her mouth and sucked. Oh my God, what are you... I'm not doing that, Veda snorted, and within seconds it became full-blown laughter. The look on your face. Fuck you, Shawn whispered harshly. Veda laughed even harder and sucked on a claw. Shawn glared and picked up another crawfish. It's the best part. It took me a while to do it, maybe a year or so. And since we're talking about food, I have to tell you that the best thing to come out of your relationship with Courtney is that you learn to eat something besides cereal, ramen, chicken fingers, and fries. Shawn grinned because right now it was easy. I like wings too, but yeah, you're probably right. Remember when our microwave broke and you were too lazy to go out in the common area to use that one? I wasn't being lazy. I was too tired to make nice with the prissy girls who hung out there. It was easier to just use the coffee pot. I cleaned it out afterward. Shawn chuckled. Since we're going down memory lane, I haven't noticed any Doritos in the house. You used to pour hot sauce on them and eat them like a delicacy. Oh, I still do that when I'm PMSing. It's the only thing I eat with hot sauce. Some women like chocolate. I like soggy, spicy Doritos. And don't be such a hypocrite. You fucked some of those prissy girls. Ugh, don't remind me. I try to forget the pillow princesses. Anyway, you're one to talk. How many times did I open the door to see dick swinging in your face? Veda cackled. You know most of that was unplanned. I didn't have time to warn you. Whatever. It takes 2 seconds to text. Dick in my mouth. Don't disturb. They glanced at each other and laughed uproariously. Shawn leaned forward and whispered, People are staring again. Oh, fuck 'em, Veda said between chuckles. Shawn shook her head. What? Veda asked. I feel almost human, you know? Veda smiled. That's a good thing. I know. When we're talking and laughing, when I'm at work, and when I'm fucking your way to oblivion? Veda interrupted. Shawn rolled her eyes. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I did. Smart ass, Shawn snarked. Since you brought that up, I have a question. Veda leaned forward. Okay. Keep in mind I'm trying to help, but with your emotions all over the place, is it the best idea to keep seeing just Keisha? What do you mean, just Keisha? Needing something to do with her hands, Shawn started tearing away the label on her beer. Veda narrowed her eyes. I think you have an idea about what I'm trying to say. Say it then. I was going to whether you liked it or not. The more you sleep with her, the more chance there is of developing feelings. From what you told me, she's not new to the game, so she knows how to handle herself. You, on the other hand, haven't done this for a long time. You can end up getting hurt or in some messy rebound relationship that doesn't work out. Shawn sighed and looked heavenward. When she glanced down again, there was a nice pile of shredded paper in front of her. It was safe to say her nerves were a little racked. We're having fun, and she makes me feel I know what she makes you feel. She's cool people, and I'm not trying to get my emotions caught up in this. I know that too. All I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with what you're doing, but good because I'm not stopping. I'm going to see her. Veda pursed her lips. Will you let me finish? God. Shawn held up a placating hand. All right. Sorry. Thank you. Now hear me out. The more active you are, the less time you have to wallow. Why don't you look around a little? Date, fuck around, and maybe make some new friends. Shawn's whole body tense. I like Keisha. I'm comfortable with her. And that's the problem. That's why that situation is dangerous for you emotionally. If you were seeing other women too, there's a chance to balance things out. Is that supposed to make sense? Juggling more than one woman is supposed to balance things out? Shawn asked. You're not listening. There's nothing to juggle. You're going to be open about what you want. You said keeping it casual was working for you. It was. It is. I don't know if I'm ready for something like that. Hold on. Veda raised her hand as she interrupted. I said have some fun. There's plenty of women out there like Keisha. There isn't a damn thing wrong with a woman taking charge of her own pleasure. Let's make a profile for you on Tinder, and you could be upfront about what you want. Women appreciate that, I hear. While she let Veda's words soak in, Shawn stared. I'm not 19 anymore. I'm 31. What the hell does that have to do with anything? I don't know. It just sounded good, Shawn said sheepishly. Veda glared. I can't believe you're encouraging me to do this. It's not a matter of encouraging. If it's working for you, let it. Hell, I've done it. Men do it all the time. But you get to be more honest about it. I'm pretty sure Keisha wouldn't mind. No, she knows what we're doing. And she's seeing other women besides me anyway. Shawn shrugged. At least Keisha was discreet about it. Helped give Shawn some peace of mind. Well, there you go. Shawn crossed her arms over her chest. I'm too old for this shit. Veda snorted. That sounded better than what you said earlier. But is it because you really believe that? Or are you buying into the whole slut-shaming society tries to push on women and the gay community as a whole? A little taken aback by the complexity of Veda's question, Shawn blinked. What? Oh, you heard me. Do what you want to do. We should all do what feels good every once in a while and fuck what people say about it. Shawn smirked. Now that sounded more like you. Veda glared again. It was a little more intense this time. Keep on. I'm serious. One day you're going to wake up bald. I take it all and throw it out for the possums. Don't be surprised if you see one of them wearing your dreads like a hat when you go take out the garbage. You're not right in the head. You know that? Yes, this I know. I'll think about the Tinder thing. Good. After taking a long swig of beer, Shawn reached for a potato and popped it into her mouth. As one conversation ended, they launched into another. By the time they got on the bus, it was nearly dark. That was a well-spent Saturday afternoon. Instead of answering, Shawn smiled. This has been KD Williamson, reading from Pink.
This was an episode of Book Clips, a mini podcast where authors and narrators introduce you to new books with a short reading. Get the book now by clicking on the buy link in the show notes. This link works for Amazon US, UK, and Canada. If you use our links, we earn a small commission from Amazon. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to this podcast.